Hello YouTube fans, and welcome back to Been There Reviewed That. I appreciate all the views I got on the last POV video I put up a couple days ago. So I figured today I would do a little clean with me. So it's Saturday, October 29th, and it's about 12 p.m, sorry. So I'm gonna go in and clean my kitchen. I just made breakfast. I woke up kind of late because yesterday I had a colonoscopy. It went well, I think. I feel like it went well, but I'll talk more about that when I get inside, and let's go ahead and go into the kitchen and start cleaning up. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and clean the kitchen up here. I just had breakfast. I can explain to you what I had. I try to have a lot of protein in my breakfast in the morning. So this morning I had 3 of these large eggs. These are local eggs. And then I had a can of this chicken. The whole can, so it's about 3.5 servings of chicken, and I put water through it and strain it so it's not all, you kind of get some of the salt out, but this has a lot of protein in it, 13 grams per serving. So with the eggs and the chicken, and then I cut up a little bit of an onion and I put some cheese in it just to give it some flavor. But let's go ahead and start washing these dishes. Gotta put some of these away from the last time. This blender back where it goes. So yeah, I had the colonoscopy yesterday, and it was interesting. I mean, that hospital is, it's a Korean hospital, so things are done differently as opposed to an American hospital, I'm sure. So like, I was sitting in a waiting room on a stretcher waiting for my turn for the colonoscopy, and there was like 10 other people in there all waiting also. So we were all on these stretchers, we had our little IVs hooked up for our medicine or whatever, and we're just waiting there, waiting for our turn. I was falling asleep because honestly I was tired. I don't sleep very good at night, and I was falling asleep before they even took me in there. So once they took me in there, I was sedated fully, so they gave me something that like put me to sleep completely, which is nice because I don't know if I really want to be awake when they're down there, doing their thing. So I literally was laying there, the lady was talking to me, and then the next thing I know, I'm waking up back on the stretcher outside in the waiting room area. So I have no idea what happened. I mean, I'm sure they did the colonoscopy, and then that's probably it, but it was a good experience. If you're in the military and you're stationed over here, sorry, it's probably loud. If you're in the military and you're stationed here in Korea, if you have the option, go with Dongsung Hospital. That's where I went yesterday. So initially down here in Area 4, they were sending me to Yeongnam Hospital, which I've gone to for physical therapy and a lot of other things. But Dongsung is it's a newer part of town, and the hospital's really, really nice. The staff, at least all the people I've interacted with so far, speak English. So that's really helpful when you're, when you have a lot of questions like I do. So yeah, all I did was I called the TRICARE number for the local TRICARE, and I told them, can you please make my primary hospital Dongsung instead of Yeongnam, and they just switched it because they both are TRICARE providers. So you can just call them and switch it. All right, let's get some of this junk out of here. This is pretty much the only pan I use for everything. I cook eggs in it, chicken, whatever I want to use on the stove. Pancakes, if I use pancakes. One thing about being a guy by yourself is I don't worry too much about like how well I wash my stuff, because it's just me eating it anyway, you know. So if there's a little bit of food on it from the last time, it's okay, it ain't gonna kill you, right? Everything I do, I always relate it to like the cavemen people, you know, and the people that didn't have running water and all that. And I'm like, if they can survive, I can survive. Speaking of cavemen, there's a guy in Iran, his name was Uncle Haji, and he died recently. This guy hadn't taken a bath for 60 years. And you can look him up on Google, just type in Uncle Haji, Iran, homeless guy, and you'll find him. He hadn't taken a bath in 60 years. Took a bath, a few weeks later he died. So all those people out there that say we need to take baths every day or shower every day or whatever, Uncle Haji did it. He was 94 years old. Never took a bath. Took a bath and then he died. So riddle me that. All right, just wash all this stuff down. If you have any questions about Korea or about my house that I'm living in, just ask away down in the comments. So one of the things here in Korea, when it comes to food, you can't just, you know, they don't have a garbage disposal in here. It's just this little catcher. It catches all the food. So you have to put food in these bags, these green bags, if you have food. So like I have this onion here that I gotta put away. That didn't work. So any food that you have left over, you gotta put in these bags, and then you put these bags on the corner of the road down kind of by the bus stop by my house. So you put it in this, all the food in there, it's gotta be separated from the rest of the trash. I'll take this out later. I actually have some food in that one that I need to take out also. Let's go ahead and wipe down, put all this stuff in the sink. I like to clean off this cooking area every day because stuff like that just bugs me. So this can is recyclable here. So is this plastic. So I'll put this in the recycling bag. Pretty much I just put all my recycle stuff together. You're supposed to separate, I think, like plastic and paper or cardboard, but I put it all together and they still take it. So I think it's okay if you do that. And if you go into the cities, you'll notice the trash outside of houses and they do the same thing. So all right, so what I like to do for the stove when I'm cleaning it is I'll take this, you know, this little scrubber thing, and I'll scrub and get all the major stuff off, all the stuff that's really stuck down to it, and get it nice and loose so I can come back through and wipe it off later, you know. Then I'll usually take the spongy side and I'll just like go like this and kind of pull all this stuff to one corner as you see it there. Cleaning is a good thing. I mean, it's good for your brain. It helps keep things organized. And me personally, I can't go about my day and just continue to live if the house is dirty. I just can't. Like I can't sit down and watch a movie if I want to watch a movie or play some video games. I can't do that with a dirty house. It just, I don't know what it is. The clutter, the idea of knowing that there's stuff that needs to be done, you know, it just bothers me to death. So this is the cleaning spray that I use, Kitchen Pro Lysol antibacterial. So I'll just wipe this all down with my paper towel here. Something interesting about this stove too is it wasn't clicking whenever you were trying to ignite stuff like that, you know, and the flame comes on. It wasn't doing the clicking sound, and therefore it wasn't igniting. And so I called the rental management people and I asked them, like, hey, is something wrong with this thing? Well, the guy came out and all he did was he pulled up the whole stove here. Let's see, like this, like I'm doing. Man, it's dirty under there. And underneath it, there's some batteries. You see the batteries right here? And those were bad. So he just swapped those. I'm gonna have to clean that. Don't look at that. Close your eyes, close your eyes. That was like that when I got this house. But I will pick that up and clean it later. But anyway, those batteries were bad. Oh man, that's gross. That's gonna bother me now. Those batteries were bad, so he's just swapped them out and it started clicking again. So if you have a stove that has, like, it's electronic, I guess, and it has the igniter, you know, I forgot what it's called, the little, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. It ignites the flame. If it's electric and it's clicking and it stops clicking, or it's clicking really slow, you might check to see if you have that underneath your stove. And you can clean it, or I mean, you can replace those batteries. Once I found that out, I was like, oh, I could have done that if I would have just known that. But I didn't want to mess with it, you know, being new to this house and everything. I didn't want to mess with it. All right, so that's all pretty much clean. Put my cutting board over here behind the knives. I'm gonna eat these bananas, and if whatever bananas I don't eat, if they get too dark like this, you know, then I just put them in the freezer and I'll put them in a protein shake. You can always keep bananas, you know, just freeze them and then keep them, throw them in your smoothies or whatever. So yeah. Wash this stuff down. So that area looks clean now, you know, and it smells good. Let me sweep the floor real quick here. And then the household trash, you put in these bags, these white bags for household trash. So that's like anything that has food on it or cleaning rags and stuff like that. So that's what you do with that. Let's see, where's my broom at? Not out here. I have another broom that's like wide. I think it's upstairs. Oh, it's right there. It is. Sweeping for me is a chore because I have back issues, and every time I bend over just slightly, just like to sweep when you have to bend over slightly, my back starts tensing up really bad. It affects, did that just break or did that just come out? Okay, you guys saw it. I didn't do anything, it just broke. Wow. Yeah, so my broom just broke. So I usually like this brand, this O-Cedar, but it just broke on me. So I have to use the smaller broom. But anyway, yeah, I have back in the military, as you probably know, we run a lot. We've done a lot of, you know, hiking, ruck marching. When we're downrange deployed, we wear our full gear, which is like 40 pounds of stuff. So after a while, your back just gets pretty messed up. And I have what's called degenerative disc disease. So my back gives out kind of a lot. Like right now, I already feel it starting to really tense up. So I have to like take breaks and I'll talk more about my physical ailments from the military in the military section of my channel. I have an introduction military video that I need to put up still that I haven't done yet. I recorded it last month in my car. I just haven't put it on. I'll upload that probably this week. And then I'll start doing some military, excuse me. I'll start doing some military related stuff. So all those people that are either thinking about joining or are currently in, you can learn from me what I did right, what I did wrong, what I wish I would have done differently. And kind of about my journey in the military. You know, I came in the military in 2003, right after high school, and didn't have any other prior work experience before the military. 18 years old, you know, straight out of high school, just graduated. Never been away from my family more than probably like a couple weeks at a time, maybe a week. And then I was shipping off to basic training in 2003. So anyway, so that's pretty much, you know, I'll mop it. This is another great mop combo. It's the same brand. If you've ever seen, if you ever see this in the store, it works really well. And you wet it and then you put the mop in here and you spin it. And it wrings it all out, and then you just go about, do it again. All in one, I like it. We've used it for a lot of our houses that we've had over the years, so that's a good setup. But that's pretty much the kitchen area cleaning. That's what it looks like when it's said and done. Now I know that this area is clean, it's ready to be, you know, next time I want to cook, I can just come in and cook. I'll put all the dishes away once they dry. I'll mop, and then this kitchen's done. So appreciate you watching. Take this off here. Appreciate you watching the video. If you want to see more POV videos like this, just comment below and I can make more. This is easy. I can just put this on. I can walk around Korea, go to the gym, go to the grocery store, whatever you want to do. Actually, we should go to a grocery store off base so you guys can see what that's like. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll see. My back. Ow, 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 ow. I gotta sit down because my back is so tight right now and it's hurting. And then I'm gonna finish cleaning the house. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.